Hey, how's it going?
Hello. So we're starting the journey to Pennsylvania to pick up our meat. So here we are in Manhattan traffic, which we'll be leaving behind shortly, we hope. And we'll check in with you guys when we have something more to report. So we're off to Paramus here, Ridgewood. Coach spot. Put the bags with the moving blankets into the above West Midtown, going out through the Port Authority tunnel, or I shouldn't say tunnel, but the various bridges and things, passing right by the New York Times over here. It's a different perspective. This is quite the experience. Haven't done this much. Usually we take the train, but this is like a sort of a labyrinth above West Midtown, where you have just numerous buses everywhere, just this enormous plethora of buses, gates and buses pouring everywhere. It's kind of puts everything in perspective. I've decided I would liken it to an amusement park ride, because a labyrinthine experience is long enough you could actually charge somebody for that alone. With sort of glimpses of Manhattan cityscapes in between these dark tunnels that keep going and going, I mean dark labyrinths that keep going and going. And here you have now the west side, so this is a crazy experience as we leave the city behind. Hey, we got off the bus is up the way there. We're just gonna put this on here, get ourselves over there to budget, rent a car, and then we'll be on our way to Pennsylvania. Nice and sunny.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're at the Budget Avis car rental place.
Yep. Everybody's benefiting from a $20 coupon we were trying to use, which we got rid of today. So we have some pretty swanky wheels for the ride for the price of a midsize. That's nothing to do with me. That's something to do with how many rentals we do. Anyway, so here we are sitting in our wonderful little Chrysler computerized vehicle, and now we're going to head off to Pennsylvania for some beef. So how are you feeling, Mr. Mort?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
I'm ready to get out of Paramus.
Ready to get on the road. Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to continue our drive to Pennsylvania.
Noshing on raw cheese, homemade organic grass-fed meatballs, various gluten-free crackers, figs, what else? Butternut squash soup, homemade kombucha, organic espresso with raw cream from some secret farm. Yeah, it's good. Driving into the sunset so you can get your beef. Cheers. State of independence, including food independence, damn it.
So here we are.
Playing Rapa Nui Easter Island music in honor of people who love beef. They eat their beef out there without aging it, nice and tough. So this is for all the Rapa Nui people. Yarana.
So we have what do we have here? We have the cell phone tethered, logging into a machine at the office. Another GPS, Camille's driving. We got music on. We're all set up here. Good morning.
So it is 6:13 and we're heading out to the farm. We got an email from them last night that there's a washout on the regular route to get there, so we have a slight detour to get to the farm. So we're out now, 6:15, 6:13, so we'll be leaving at 6:15. Here's the place we stayed last night. Nice little place. And we got coffee and tea and eggs and more nutrient-dense foods in the cooler, and we're good to go. The beef run is on. So here we are heading up north on Pennsylvania 322 to the farm. As you can see, it's raining. We have Steve driving this morning.
Morning.
Morning, Steve. And we are sitting here driving in the rain, which is a positive thing because that means there's good grass for those grass-fed animals that we're about to pick one up. So it shows you exactly what these animals are eating right here. See all this great stuff? It's they call it buffet, right? Animals eating this grass buffet. You can see what that's all about. Anyway, we'll catch up when there's something more interesting to report. So here's our exit here to Mifflintown, Pennsylvania, Route 35. Well, we're gonna get off and start heading west. And it's gonna become a little more local now. And then we'll see where we end up. Mifflintown, good little town, quiet little place. We just passed the sign for Vacation Bible School. That's one of the things you can do on your summer holidays here. But quite quaint, actually. So this might be GMO corn here. I can't imagine this is organic corn. So that's what it looks like. Corn and corn. More corn. That is not what our cows or cattle steer is going to be eating. They don't get silage. Silage has corn husk stuff and things like that. They get hay in the winter, not silage. That's very important. So we're heading down toward our next turn here. Won't be too long, and then we'll be at the farm shortly. So now we're making a turn again.
Turn left here.
Yep, becomes a little more remote every time. There we go. So now we are rapidly approaching our farm here. We have now moved on to gravel road, and we're looking for a T intersection here.
Here's
Yeah.
a T.
Where the left.
Left?
Yep.
Okay.
There's some of the, supposedly some cattle. They might be our beef steer. Let's see, we have some more animals up here. To the top of the hill. There's the sheep. The coveted lamb. Maybe next year.
Get on the list.
Yeah. You gotta get on the list for the lamb.
Yeah.
I remember there were the ones that didn't have fur. They're easier to maintain. I remember reading that. So here is the barn, and there's the house. Just according to instructions. We were supposed to be here at 8. I said we'd be here around 8. It's like 8. That's on the rainy day with a detour. So, feel pretty good about that.
Camilla?
Hey, so here we are with Rebecca.
Hello.
We just arrived at the farm to pick up, and was that Jacob?
Jacob.
How are you? So we're gonna, Jacob's the crime assistant today. We're gonna go down and let him show us where everything is and pick up your beef, folks. Your grass-fed beef. Organic grass-fed beef. Look around you. So yeah, we look forward to the next step, and it's gonna be exciting to go down and see what you got down there for. Yeah.
So,
We just arrived at the barn, and Rebecca was just telling us,
My oldest son is a beekeeper, and this is his beekeeping equipment here. He's getting ready to expand the hives. We have about 50 right now. We're getting 20 new queens this summer, so we'll probably have up to 70 hives just shortly. And then they had baled some hay and haven't had time to unload it, so that's sitting there waiting to get unloaded. And then there's,
Where does that get stored?
we have another barn down the road a little bit, and that's where the cows will winter, so that's where the hay will go.
That's what your beef eats in the wintertime, right there. No funny silage, GMO stuff.
No silage, yeah, this is nice a grass mix, second cutting hay.
Yep, and you guys are certified organic.
Yes.
Yep.
And so we have our home farm here, which is 184 acres, and then we also farm a couple farms where the neighbors have, the husbands have passed away and they're
Gotcha.
the widows, and so we have gotten their land certified as well, so that we can take hay from their land.
Yep, that's the way to go. That's why we're here. Heading into the freezer that's here.
As well as the meat is in here too.
That's
The beef
lamb.
is.
Yeah, and here's also.
Everything's in here.
That's meat sweet food.
Oh goodness! Oh my God!
It's cold.
This is cold.
How cold is it?
It's 10 degrees. 10 degrees in the freezer. So here we are loading the trunk. Hey Camilla, what are we doing here?
Well, we're loading meat into the trunk now. We have Eugene's set in the back, and then we have the 5 boxes here in the front that are going to be parsed out of Eugene's into the very smaller subsets for these little Manhattan freezers. So it's a whole different lifestyle compared to the monstrous meat freezer. You could live in a meat freezer, you know. That's like a studio. That's actually, how many square feet is that meat freezer?
10 by 20.
10 by 20.
That's 200 square feet.
200, yeah.
Cubic, yeah. Well, that's, you could,
Like that.
there might be apartments in Manhattan about that size.
You could, yes.
That's not inconceivable.
Yeah.
We're folding up the receipt now. We just took care of payment. The car is behind Steve there, packed and ready to go. Did you get a shot of the full car?
Well, we have it now.
Well, you could open the trunk and show everybody how
We'll do it when we unload.
okay.
Yeah.
What 3/4 of a steer. Actually, if we bought a whole one, we'd have to engage the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to lamentfully take off so soon because it'd be nice to spend a bit of time. But as everybody knows, we're on a mission, so the meat mobile has to move. So we'll sign up here from Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
Thanks. So what's up?
Hey, so we're back on the road again. We said we were going to be leaving the farm around 9. It's 9:07, so it looks like things so far are working smoothly. Of course, I don't want to jinx anything, given we now have about 300 pounds of perishable frozen meat in the back. So we're going to take it nice and easy driving back to New Jersey, New York, and we'll see you along the way when there's something to show you.